Hi guys, Robbie here from CrossFit South Bend. I've got Angie here with me. Angie just finished doing a 90-day nutrition challenge with me, and she did a fantastic job with it. And today we're going to talk a little about her results and the things she saw happen as a result of her changing her nutrition. So thank you very much for coming, Angie.
Thanks for having me.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about kind of you and your health history before you came in?
Okay. Well, I was experiencing a lot of fatigue, gradual weight gain. I was working out 3 to 4 times a week, and when I went to my doctor, they found out that I had hypothyroidism. And when I kept going back for blood work, the doctor said to eat less and work out more. And I was eating, I think, around 14 or 1,500 calories a day, and I was keeping up with the 3 days a week, and I was steadily gaining weight, about 12 pounds over a year. And so a friend of mine told me about Robbie and what he does here, and so that's when I decided to take a leap of faith and come see him. So,
Okay, great. And when we first met, you kind of were telling me your health history, and when I told you about kind of the way we were going to have you eat over the course of the 90 days, what did you initially think?
well, I kind of felt like a little toddler, very stubborn with some of the choices because I was so used to eating a certain way and thinking, oh, it's not that bad, but really over the course of the program, I realized, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have been eating some of that food. And I was definitely addicted to sugar and carbohydrates, and pretty much a set in my ways of what I felt was a normal traditional diet, I guess.
Good.
When Robbie told me that a good protein bar was a meat bar, an epic meat bar that had bacon and ground beef and apples, I thought it was really disgusting. And I thought that I would never, ever like them. And now they're my go-to when I have when I need a quick meal, when I'm running after my kids or having to run around for a day. And I actually like them. So,
Good.
but never in my life would I ever think that I would like those. So,
Good.
yeah.
So I should say that even though, whenever I work with people for nutrition coaching, initially when they first hear about what I'm going to have them eat, it's kind of a double take, and people are kind of, oh man, I'm not sure if I can do that. Angie did one of the best jobs I've ever seen of anyone really kind of sticking to the protocol. He did a fantastic job sticking with it. When you started eating this way and when you started getting into the swing of things, what started to change? What things did you notice once you started eating this way?
I noticed that I had more control over what I was going to put in my body than I thought I would have.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the symptoms started going away of the hypothyroidism. My nails started to grow back and my hair stopped falling out. My pants were getting baggier. And I also noticed that I could take a step forward and eat something, for instance, like ground beef in the morning instead of what I was used to. And so not eating non-traditional things and it not being so weird to me as it was in the beginning.
Okay, good, yeah. And so you were saying before that your doctor was telling you like eat less and work out more, and for this we actually ended up eating a little bit more, but of quality food. How did that turn out?
I used to use this MyFitnessPal app to see how many calories I was eating a day. And actually, I eat more now than I have in my entire life, ever. I just eat until I'm full, and I eat the right stuff, and then I still lose weight. And so, and then I still get to eat fun things like bacon. So I don't feel like I'm completely depriving myself of buttery goodness. But yeah, so, and since I'm still having the good fats and the good food, I'm eating a ton, and I feel full and have a little bit more energy.
Good. And in terms of weight loss and how clothes are feeling after 90 days, how did that all go? Even though you were eating more.
I lost 13 pounds, and I still have to buy some new clothes, so because my pants are too big.
Yeah.
And it makes me feel more confident. And when I look in the mirror, I look more like myself than I had in a really long time. Even when I was working out, and I had probably more muscle tone at that point, I still didn't look like myself because of the weight that I had been continually or gradually gaining. So, yeah.
Now, obviously we were talking about how, when you first encountered this and you first had to think about, oh my gosh, changing my food, it seemed a bit daunting. Looking back on it now, do you think that this is something that you would recommend to others, something to kind of give a try to, or at least give a shot, see if it improves their lives?
Yes, my sister and my mother both suffer from Hashimoto's, hypothyroid, and I've been trying to encourage them to eat better, and even sent the Whole30 link to my sister because she saw what it has done for me, but I'm not sure if they'll go through with it, but I do encourage people to try it out. Unfortunately, they're far away, so they can't really work with you, but I do recommend it. There were times I tell people, even just this morning, someone asked how it went, and I said that it was worth it. I didn't always like Robbie during the program.
That's okay.
Because he was keeping me accountable, but that he was great and really kept me on track, and I would do it again, 100%.
Awesome, thank you. So yeah, I have to say, from my perspective, on the coaching side, Angie has definitely been one of the best people I've ever worked with. A lot of times when people work with me, they don't, they feel compliant and they feel like they're doing well, but they say, oh, that's not such a big deal, because they don't know what it's like to work with other people, nutrition coaching wise, and Angie did a fantastic job. A lot of times people, it's hard to even get them to the point where they're compliant, and Angie did a awesome job with that. So Angie, thank you so much for coming today and telling us your story, and we hope all goes well for you in the future.
Thank you so much.